You know, like ice creams.
Yeah.
Would you ever just buy one, right, when you're walking down the street and just go around licking it? Would you have the confidence to go around licking an ice cream by yourself?
Look, wait, hold on, what, 99?
Yeah.
Like a 99?
Like a full-on ice cream. Like.
Ice cream cone?
Yeah.
No, I thought you were talking about like a Magnum or a Feast or something.
I still wouldn't eat a Feast walking down the road by myself.
Mint Feast,
Or even a Twister. Licking a Twister.
No, I'd be alright with that.
Would you?
I get why you're not.
Would you, like, you won't order Chinese over the phone, but you will walk down the street eating an ice cream?
It's not about order Chinese over the phone. It's just... Look.
Your social anxiety doesn't hit the levels where
where
you're able to eat an ice cream walking down the road.
I find it weird if you're eating a roll walking down the road by yourself. That's psychotic. Right?
I find eating a roll while walking psychotic as it is.
Yeah, that's nuts. I won't do that.
No.
Like, you go home, make a cup of tea, have your fucking roll. Like, you can only eat a roll while you're walking if there's other people eating a roll with you.
I find
like
that
if you're like
if you
on lunch break and you're like 3 people eating a roll. It's alright.
No, I find that if
you're on your own walking around eating a roll or a sandwich.
Not even that. If you feel the need to eat and walk, like to walk and eat your roll, you probably should have eaten before that moment because you're clearly.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you probably.
But now ice creams, man.
I'd be alright with that. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. It's fair. Like I seen a lad walking down the street.
They look
like it was
somebody who's eating ice cream walking around here. That's a happy person. Like.
Oh no, he was content to bits. Like, do you know what I mean? This guy was content, but I was like looking at him going, would I be able to do that? And my instant thought was, no, I wouldn't.
I'll be alright with the ice cream. But
he had earphones on and everything. Like, do you know what I mean? He did not care about the world around him. He had shorts on, ankle socks on. And obviously.
Did you see me walking down the road eating ice cream?
No, it wasn't you. But no, we had headphones, like not even earphones,
headphones
like,
on, over the head,
sunglasses, licking an ice cream.
This lad doesn't give a fuck.
Walking past Deli Burger.
Do you know what? He's what we all aspire to be.
Yeah,
really.
This guy just didn't care.
I'd be alright with the ice cream, yeah. I'd be okay with that.
Would you eat your flake out of it and all walking down the street?
I'd probably pull the flake out and eat that separate.
While walking down the street?
Yeah, and then lick the cone. Like, I'd probably pull the flake out straight away, eat that, and then lick the cone on the way down. Well, not lick the cone, but like... You don't know how to eat ice creams. You don't understand 99s.
I go cone first, ice cream last.
Just carrying it around my hand, just licking it.
You know where people bite the bottom of and start sucking.
I just do that from the start.
That's how Owen eats ice cream walking down the street. You just see him sucking it. You know, like one of them fucking like the old horns made out of cow horns.
Yeah, but the
with an ice cream.
No, first I'd eat the cone till it got to the point of like I'm at the base, like well, not the base, but the top part of the cone. I wouldn't start doing the whole, but do you know when you do that? I wouldn't sit at the square and go, hold on. You eat up half and go, and you know when it hits you that really bit in the throat.
Fucking.
No, I wouldn't do that. No.
Brain freeze behind the eyes.
But I'd eat it till the point of, I don't know. I've never really thought about it.
I've thought about it in depth recently.
I think I'd be alright with that. There's certain things you shouldn't eat by yourself in public. I think ice cream's alright. You shouldn't eat on the bus by yourself.
I don't think you should be.
You ever see lads whipping out like sandwiches and shit on the bus and all?
And they're always like egg mayonnaise.
It's never a nice smelling tuna, sweet corn, and but it's always like wrapped in cling film or
like
something.
Barbecue pork sandwich. You could tolerate it. You'd be like, that smells nice.
But it's not from like it's from the gaff. Do you know what I mean? So it's probably been sitting on the counter for an hour or so.
Jesus Christ! What else? Right? I know we're going off a little bit here, but what else is not acceptable to eat while walking? Like. There has to be more things, because I to be honest, I think
I feel uncomfortable most of the time, God, but I think ice cream's acceptable. We'll come back to that, because nice day, you're walking around eating ice cream, going, that lad's just enjoying himself.
I didn't ice pop.
Great walk.
Yeah, he literally went out for a walk and said, you know what? I'm going to pop into Morelli's and get myself an ice cream. And I'm going,
that's alright.
In what world?
But I wouldn't go around with probably anything else. Like, I'd be like, put it in the bag, I'll eat it when I get home.
You see people walking down the road with a bag of crisps. Like, do you really have time to be eating a bag of crisps while walking down the road? Like, how leisurely is your walk to be eating crisps?
It's not. It's what gets me is like the best bit is like when you get the baggers go, you pop it and get the ends into your mouth.
Yeah, and people do that.
I wouldn't do that. I'd eat the crisps.
Are people like just going, you know what, I'd love a pack of salt and vinegar Teo before I get the train. Like, what's going through your head?
Yeah, can you
like,
not sit in the train and have them? Like,
yeah, just wait a few minutes.
I get that. I get that.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I'll allow crisps on a bus or a train. Like, that's fine. They're like a snack.
That's alright, yeah.
That's not a meal. Like, I'd have a sandwich for a meal sometimes.
Yeah, but it have to be like quite enough train or bus. If it's packed, I wouldn't whip out a sandwich or even a donut or nothing like. Well, I don't really buy donuts. I don't buy actually. I don't really eat
Going there
donuts.
eating a jam donut, sugar.
Do you know what I mean? The worst one, you're licking your lips and everything. Yeah.
I actively try not to.
Do you know what do you know the sugar jam donuts? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what the world record for eating them in a row without licking your lips is?
What is it?
6.
That's
it. That's
record.
it. That is it.
It's hard.
Yeah, well, that could have changed. That could have changed. But the last time I looked at it,
why were you looking it up?
because I used to get the Guinness Book of Records every single year for Christmas as a gift. Ma used to get that for me every year, so I'd always look up. You just find out the most random shit when you're reading it. 6 jam donuts in a row, like sugar jam donuts without licking your lips.
It's tough, man.
It's irritating. Like you're always like, that can't be fucking right, and you take one bite and you lick your lips without even noticing.
But like, surely you could.
But that's something you wouldn't even think about.
Yeah, it's kind of like a reflex. But like, what? Surely you know these like competition eaters, like competitive eaters, could definitely do more than 6 donuts. They just shove 6 donuts in one go, then another 6 donuts next go.
Oh, I don't know what. Well, there's always
dogs into each side.
There's always rules and regulations for these like world records. There has to be a Guinness official there, and there has to be like set guidelines.
They have to be from Tesco. They have to be worth $1.50 at least.
Do you ever see them hot dog eaters actually as well? They always dip the buns in water
and push it to, like, the sides of
and just swallow them all in one go. Like it's fucking horrible to look at.
Anyway.
Have you ever seen someone eating on the train coming home? Like one of the last. Like I know it's quiet enough. There with like a chipper.
Yeah, snack boxes.
Chips and a burger, bun burger and like a bag of chips, and all just scoffing it.
There was a lad,
and they're not full. Now if you're full, do what you want. Yeah. That's different ball game.
Yeah.
But the lads there just like, and you can smell the chipper, and they're just like on their way, like sure, like in like come back from like a bank or something. Yeah. No, maybe not a bank. Cause
fully suited eating a snack box on the train. Like if you know respect for yourself,
go back to Balbrigg and ring the fucking ring it collection on the way. Like don't eat it on the fucking train.
Nah, man.
Have your bag of crisps, then get your snack box.
That actually happened to me recently, where I was standing. There was no more seats left on the train, so it was a busy train. And this lad came through the carriage, like came through the doors of the carriage, and I was standing kind of like in the little snug beside the bin.
Yeah.
On the
snug beside the bin.
Snug beside the bin.
You made a sound noise for a second.
This guy came through the door, right? From the other carriage, with eating his fucking snack box, stood at the like just that point of where the seats start. So literally, as you're starting to walk down the aisle, farted, right? Just let out fart and walked straight back into the other carriage with his snack box and just left this fucking floating gassy pile of shite. And I was just like, that prick. Like, he literally stood beside me.
People have this weird confidence on trains I just don't have. Like,
yeah, like, and if you had earphones on now, I would have been super impressed, because if you're walking around trains farting with earphones on, because I have to pause my earphones if I need to
see what sound comes out.
Yeah. Because then you want to know how embarrassed you should be if someone hears it. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to just do it blindly. I do that walking down the road as well.
Oh yeah, no, you have to pause your music.
Pause, fart, and then pause it and go back. Yeah.
Well, that's all right.
Have a little look behind you. Yeah.
If you do that without, you don't even look behind. If you didn't pause.
You ever sneezed around someone like on the street and farted by accident?
No.
Me neither. Anyway, Wetbrain Cheeks, episode 3.2. We're doing a normal episode.
3.what? What's that?
It's a 2.
Is it not 3?
No, it's 3.2. It's only the second episode of
the
third season. Yeah.
I thought we done 2.
But we're not exactly slacking. We said we were. I think we were a week late. We said we were going to do the podcast monthly.
So we're pregnant.
Yeah. So yeah, fuck. Have you not got your blob?
No, I missed my jam.
It's them donuts, man.
Put that in your Guinness.
How much jam you got, man?
How much jam you got, man? Oh.
Okay. Do you know that that's only in the extended version of Wedding Crashers?
Is it?
Yeah. That's only in the extended version.
That's one of the best bits.
Yeah,
that's one of the best bits.
I watched the theatrical cut recently, and I was like, where the fuck's the scene? Like, where is it?
How much jam you got, man? That's like one of the best bits.
It's cut from the actual film, like.
No way.
Yeah.
First
you go.
we only did just watch it on DVD every time, like.
Yeah. Which was the extended cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go. So, how have you been?
Yeah, good, yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, good. You know what I mean?
You were a bit of a,
What?
I had a word for it. It's gone straight out of my brain. You were travelling. You went
Globetrotter.
travelling. You're
A globetrotter.
globetrotter. That's exactly what I was looking for.
Globetrotter, was I?
Globetrotting. You went on a plane. Where'd you go?
Canada. Back to the land of the free. That's America, but...
Land of the actual free.
Yeah.
Beside the land of the free.
Yeah, people don't just get shot dead all the time in Canada, but...
So, you went there.
Yeah.
Went for what? 6 days?
7 nights.
So, okay.
So you're wrong.
So...
You're wrong on all
so
levels.
7 nights, 8 days?
Yeah. Yeah.
Eh?
It's over there on business, we'll say. But,
Business venture over in Canada.
yeah.
How was your journey back?
It's good. It was a good time over there. It was nice to see the place again and whatever. Can't really actually get into it much, but coming back.
Because I don't know this. I
Yeah,
don't
right.
know.
So I had a nightmare getting home, and I had it on my own Instagram story and shit. Like, Dean's like, something's up here. This dude's like having a hard time.
Something's not going right. Like,
But when I met him when I come home, I was like, he's like, no, don't tell me. Hold up for the podcast. I was like, right, fair enough. It was a bit of a nightmare. It was rough. Now, in fairness, I was supposed to go home the day before, but they kept me another day to do whatever.
business.
Yes. Extra business. And I was fucking dying that day, to be fair. I had to do whatever I had to do that day. And then my flight wasn't until 6 o'clock that night. I got up there early. I was a bit fucking ropey. I was like, right, look, I'll just like flag out in the airport, go on to my flight, and then by the time I get home, it'll be 3 o'clock the next day in Dublin. And then I'm like, right, that seemed okay to me. I'll just sleep for a bit. So anyway, got up there way early, thinking it was like, I'd seen online that in Vancouver airport, it's mayhem, it's this, that, the other. Literally walked up to the Air Canada desk and they're like, we don't have anyone working, basically. Just go up to the self-scanner, yokes, put your bag on that and off you go. I was like, really? So I went through and it was...
So how early were you? Like 3 hours?
Oh man, like four
4
hours. Because I already checked out the hotel after doing what I was doing. So I was like, it was like fucking 30 degrees as well. I was sweating, I was dying. I was like, oh, just get me out here now. Like, but anyway, went through. Everything was fine. I was just chilling, had something to eat and normal shit in the airport. So I got onto the flight. Got onto this flight and there was so I had to get from Vancouver to Heathrow. Then there was an hour and a half layover there. And then to Dublin. So pretty much straightforward stuff. And on the way over, I had 2 hour layover going through the same thing. Through Heathrow as well. It's like so straightforward. Like you go through security into this area and then over there you're waiting around basically. So an hour and a half's more than enough time. So grand. And then I was sitting there waiting for the flight, got onto it, and I was actually that wrecked. I fell asleep on the ground for about 2 hours. I literally curled up into a little ball, set an alarm on my phone, just curled up in a little ball inside the airport, just woke up, grand, yeah. Got onto the flight, and we were on the, it was about 6 o'clock, 6:30 in the evening or something like that, sitting on the runway. It was so hot in that plane. I can't describe how warm it was in that plane, right?
Just dead
They
fucking
said, this is your captain speaking. We're ready to take off as soon as we get over this little hiccup. And I was like, what the fuck? He's like, there's going to be at least a 45-minute delay because this is what happened because the food that was on the plane, we didn't have enough dry ice to keep it cool at the right temperature. So we had to discard it all. We're going to restock the plane with more food for you so you can have your in-flight meals. This is what we're told. I was like, right, 45 minutes. I've only an hour and a half layover. Yeah, that's cutting it fine. I'm going like 45 minutes to get. I was like, oh, I don't even care. So I was put on. I had like them sleep fucking masks. Yeah, but it was like a leopard print one. You have to wear your mask still on Air Canada flights as well.
So it's just your whole face.
Yeah, but I put my hood up as well. I took my glass out. It was just the thing. I was just like, right. I was trying to fall asleep, but it was like not happening. You know when you're like hungover and you start giving it all out, like
Yeah, you can't be doing that.
instead of that jump. Yeah, no, it was just some dude sitting beside me, like him there trying to watch fucking Game of Thrones or something. Or in their
L1 in the head.
Right. So I was sitting there. I was like 5 hours. It was nearly an hour at this stage. I haven't heard anything else. And we're sitting there. All they was bringing on bottles of water. They weren't even cold. And just giving us glasses of water, like these tiny little glasses of water. Everyone's getting fucking pissed. I'd already admitted defeat. I was like, I'm not getting my connect and fly, so I'll have to deal with it when I get to Heathrow, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm already, like, I've lost that flight already. So they were like, okay, we're after getting the food back over, and we're just restocking it now. That's going to take maybe another 25 to 30 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, everyone's going, oh, fuck. Like, everyone's going mental in the back. I was just like, typical. So that's an hour and a half it's going to take before we even start to move. So like I'm definitely like I have an hour and a half layover.
The flight is missed.
Oh yeah, it's gone. So
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, I'll figure it out when I get there. I don't really care at this stage.
It's
Everyone's just going, fucking what's
It's the international version of like being between fucking Clontarf and Conley Station and
Yeah,
knowing
yeah,
you're missing
yeah.
your connecting train.
I was just like, oh, whatever.
You
I
actually
just
see the train pass by and you're like, for fuck's sake.
I was like, fuck it at this stage, right? Then he comes on 15 minutes later. I'm not even messing. He's like, so we're stocked up now. We're gonna taxi down. Like this is how he's speaking. We're gonna taxi down to where we take off. Sorry about the extra 15 minutes because they brought all the food over. The breakfast items had yogurt. The yogurt got spoiled, so we had to sit there and make a decision. Would they be better off with no yogurt or restock again?
Jesus
I
Christ.
swear.
Man,
And
like,
everyone's
what?
going, are you fucking serious? People losing their heads.
That is the most Canadian thing I've ever
Over
heard in my
fucking
life.
yogurts. Like, I would have done with no meal because the meals they give you are a fucking load of bollocks and anyways.
This Canadian boiler is like, hold on. Right.
Yeah.
Are you seriously bringing spoiled yogurt onto my flight?
This was like
Not on my fucking flight.
It was about 2 hours until we left. Like we were sitting on this plane for 2 hours and we haven't even moved. Right. I was like, this fucking joke. And I couldn't even let anyone know at home because my phone didn't work over there or nothing. Like I was like, I can't even say I'm going to be delayed or whatever. So I was like, I'll just deal with it. I get to Heathrow because it's a 9.5 hour flight to Heathrow anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm already on this plane 2 hours. Another 9.5 hour flight ahead of me. Now eventually, do you know what they had? Workaholics season 2 on it.
On the flight?
Yeah, it was on the little inboard.
That's good.
Yeah, so I'll watch a bit of this.
That's
Yeah,
good. I actually watched that there.
yeah, it's fucking great. I was watching that. And I watched Friends Reunion on the way over, actually. Hadn't watched that yet. That was good, actually. It was good.
Yeah, it's good.
Then I slept. I sleep real well.
Matthew
You know
Perry's
this
fucked.
already. I fall asleep. Oh, he is
He's fucked.
sad.
It's
Sad.
real sad.
Real sad.
Matthew
And he
Perry
tries
is
to even,
fucked.
like...
It's like everyone's cutting over him because they don't want them to talk.
He's
'cause
trying so hard
fucked.
as well. Like it was
sad.
hard.
It's hard to
It was
watch.
hard to watch. It was. Then I
Anyway.
watched a bit of Workaholics. Then I was watching some mad random documentaries about weird shit. But anyway, fell asleep for most of it. Got to Heathrow. This is when it started to get fucked up. That was bad enough. So I was like, here, look, I missed me flights. Or I missed me connecting flight, whatever. So I came out of Heathrow and I was looking to see what other flights were going.
How do you go about that? Like when you miss the
Say no, because it was 100% Air Canada's fault. So they have to put you on another flight no matter what.
Yeah.
So that's why I wasn't worried about it.
Yeah.
It's like I'll probably be late
Delayed
getting home
as
or
fuck,
whatever.
like, yeah.
Like it's not a big deal. I'll sit around for another couple of hours in Heathrow. Like once you're in Heathrow, like once I was in London, I knew it was like
You're
at
alright,
home. Like you know what I mean. It's not the biggest.
You're literally
issue.
half an hour away. Like
I get a flight from somewhere, one way or another. So I get off anyway, and everyone was fucking frantic because they were trying to make connecting flights. And I was like, I've no connecting flight to make. Like I've missed it like a long time ago at this stage. They were calling out like connecting flights to whatever, blah blah blah. Like listing out loads of places. If they said Dublin, no, it wasn't Dublin. Just everywhere but. So I went into the queue. Went through security. Security took forever as well. I was like, yeah, everyone I was going through were like, oh, where are you going? I was like, hey, look, I'm going to Dublin, miss me connecting flight. He goes, yeah, just go to your, the provider's desk, like Air Canada's desk. I was like, yeah. I went up to them and your man was like, oh, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be on a flight to Dusseldorf. I was like, this is what happened, right? Yeah. He looked at me and he goes, you're supposed to be on the flight to Dusseldorf. It's going in 20 minutes. You're not going to make it. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm on a flight to Dusseldorf. I'm going to Dublin. Yeah, your flight was cancelled immediately during your flight. I was like, what? So
How the fuck are you supposed to know that?
Yeah, exactly. Because my flight had left an hour and a half, more than an hour and a half late, they knew I wasn't going to make it. So they rebooked me on a connecting flight to Dusseldorf. I had to go to Dusseldorf to Dublin. But I was supposed to know that somehow.
How were they getting that message to you?
This what and
While
when
you
I
were
went out,
in
now, in
flight,
fairness,
like-
when I was getting off, they said, anybody for connecting flights for Dusseldorf, India, blah, blah. And they
But
said,
how
see,
you
this is the
getting
thing.
that
This is what I
message,
said to him. I was like, and when did you tell me about this? Like, we sent you an email while you're on the flight. I was like, you sent me an email while I was on the flight where I have no internet connection, no nothing. To go, yeah, I kind of see why that's a problem now.
What
I was
the
like, are you
fuck?
joking? And they're like, yeah, but did you not hear my colleagues saying connecting flights to Dusseldorf? Oh, I heard them. But I was listening out for Dublin, thinking I might get like some fast track to the Dublin flight that I've missed, though, basically. No, you were supposed to go Dusseldorf.
What the
I was like, how am I supposed to know that? I'm like, yeah, actually, I understand. That makes sense.
Oh, man. That
I was like, how am I supposed to go? Now, bear in mind, I'm dying. I'm like, I just want to go home. I've already been sitting around for like fucking 13 hours in this one plane. Like, I was
So
like,
what-
get me out of here. I was like, look, there's a list. There's a load of Aer Lingus flights there that are going. Put me on the last one if you want. I don't care. I'll sit around here for 6 hours. I just need to know I'm going home. Okay, we look it up. We'll check. I'm sorry about that, sir. It makes sense. We shouldn't have sent that to you while you're on the flight. I was like, well, obviously, how was I supposed to know?
Yeah.
How
It
was
actually
I supposed
makes no
to guess
sense.
that I was going to like Dusseldorf?
Yeah. Oh,
It makes no sense.
it would have been amazing if you just went, "Do you know what?
Maybe.
Dusseldorf is nice this time of year."
Can I drop off there for a couple of hours? Do you know what I mean?
Make your way back.
Made no sense whatsoever. And then he went off for ages and he goes, look, sir, we have one flight for you. We'll get you out of here. I was like, oh, yeah, grand, yeah. Thinking, oh, this is perfect. 11 o'clock tonight. I was like, right, late, don't mind. You go to Amsterdam. I was like, what? And then tomorrow, 9 o'clock in the morning, you fly to Dublin. I was like, what? Am I supposed to sit around Amsterdam airport for like 10, 11 hours? Yeah, or you can book a hotel and we'll give you the money back afterwards. I was like, I have work to go to tomorrow. I can't be doing that. Okay, I understand. Here's a meal voucher. Go get something to eat and come back to me in 15 minutes. We'll find something else. I was like, okay.
What you get?
No, what did I get?
Yeah.
WH Smith got a meal deal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sandwich?
yeah.
Prawn?
No,
Oh.
it wasn't prawn
What
this
you
time.
get? Learned your lesson.
Fucking watercress and egg mayo. Bottle of Pepsi, packet of Walkers.
Acceptable in an airport. Not acceptable on a bus.
It was decent.
Yeah.
It was alright, actually. I got two of them.
I'm
'Cause I
not
had
into
the-
watercress, but it's nice on one of them sandwiches.
I don't
three-pack
know, yeah,
sandwich
it's like
there.
a bit of freshness. But, anyway, I'm back to your man anyway. He goes, so I had to get your bag off going to Dusseldorf, and now it's going to Amsterdam. I was like, why is my bag going to Amsterdam? He goes, you said you wanted to go on the flight to Amsterdam. I'm putting you there tonight. You're going at 11 o'clock. I was like, no, I told you I'm not going on. And I'm never one to normally get tick with someone when they're doing their job. I fucking seen red. I just
you?
lost
Did you lose
lost it. Fucking lost the head completely. I was like, I fucking told you I'm not staying overnight in fucking Amsterdam. Your fault. You fucked up. Get me home to Dublin now. There's no flights. There's no seats for Dublin from Heathrow for 2 days. I was like, that's bullshit. There's an Aer Lingus fucking thing over there. I'm going to it. No. This is the only flight. I said, give me fucking bag. Give me my bag. I'm going to find my own way fucking home. No, sir, you can't do that. But I was like, give me fucking bag. I'm going. Like, I lost it. Completely lost the head. I could smell my own ass at this stage. You know when you have that like sweaty crack shit?
Yeah.
I could smell my ass while I was getting angry. Like,
Angry
you know what I mean?
crack.
I was just like, fuck this. Give me my bag. He goes, alright, Carousel 7, your bag will be out there, sir. Give this to Air Canada. But he was getting real sassy with me then. And I was like, fuck you, fuck blah, blah. He goes, go out to security, they'll let you out to Carousel 7 to get your bag. Went out to security, this man goes, did you get sent from Air Canada? I was like, yeah. And he goes, fuck them anyway. Fuck off. I'm not letting you through. It's not my job. I don't work on their desk. Tell them to bring you back out. I was like, oh my God. I was like, right,
So Air Canada fucking everybody over.
everybody.
What the fuck?
I went back to your man and go, here, look, I skipped the line over here. Your man's out there going fucking mental at me because you sent me there. He goes, it's his job. He says your job. Oh. So brought me out anyway. He goes, Carousel 7, your bag will be there. I was like, this is the way he was speaking to me. I was like, alright. Carousel 7 looked like it hadn't been turned on in about 8 years, man. There was no bags, no people around. This place was deserted. So I'm fucked over completely. I'm stuck here now. I'm so tired and I just don't know what day it is, don't know what time it is. This is what I went over to one. There was like a little service desk there and I go, this is my bag tag. Is my bag going to come out here? And he goes, no. your bag's in Terminal 3. This is Terminal 2. I was like, oh my God. He goes, you got to fly out today? I was like, oh, hopefully. Give the bag tag to wherever you book your flight with. It's still in transit. They'll put it onto your flight. I was like, right, fair enough. I was like, is that 100%? And he goes, yeah. I was like, look, I'm too tired to even care. Where do I go to book a flight? He goes, yeah, go back in this way, blah, blah, blah. So I went into Aer Lingus. I was like, oh, can you get me a flight to Dublin today? Because apparently there's no seats left for 2 days. He goes, yeah, we can get you a flight, no problem. I go, alright, grand. How much is that going to cost? Like 450. I was like, what? I was pay 450 quid to get a flight from Heathrow to fucking, you obviously didn't want to pay for the expensive flight. Quid, yeah. He could have just said that to me and would have paid the fucking difference. Like, yeah. Lost the head completely. And I go, here, look.
Claim that back off then.
Yeah, I've been trying to, but it's not really going anywhere. Like, do you know what I mean? But oh man,
that man.
I was so tired. It should have only took me about 13 hours to get home. It took me about 27, 28 hours or something like that.
This is the best thing to ever happen to Wetbrain Cheeks.
Right, and then when you let me through, they brought me back to the same fucking area, and a senior man went up and they go, no seats, yeah, no seats for fucking 2 days, is there not? I was like, no seats for 2 days, and just walked off. Probably not the most mature thing to do, but
oh, fuck him.
It was so bad. Then I went down. My flight got delayed by another 2 hours. I was just sitting there going, is this actually for real? Like, it was so bad. I was just so exhausted. I was on, like, do you know them benches that are in the like, fuck it, you're waiting around, like, but some have, like, the handrail. Yeah, the ones that didn't have, I was just literally lay there for about 3 hours.
That's literally the first thing I thought when you said that. The little, you look like you can't sleep, but you can't because the arm fucking
just
rests.
Lay down for about 3 hours. I started, like, jumping. I was like, oh, hold on. What time is it? Like 10 minutes later. Like, do you know what I mean? Eventually got onto the flight. Got onto the fucking flight. They booked me onto the fucking emergency exit aisle seats, and they obviously charged me for the higher one. I was like, oh, grand, yeah, flight out. Half empty flight it was.
What?
Could have thrown me on the half empty flight it was.
Could have thrown you on any seat.
Everybody had somebody between them, like an empty gap between them. They could throw me onto that, no problem whatsoever. Freaked. Then got off the flight. My bag never came out.
How long does it take for your bag to come back?
Oh, my bag didn't come out right in the first show because my flight was delayed so long. Basically, 2 flights nearly landed at the same time from Heathrow. So, when mine didn't come out with the carousel, I was like, oh, maybe the next one's literally coming out now. Maybe it just got mixed up in it. It didn't. There wasn't the only one. There was people going mental. This fucking board was after coming from Australia. She had to go to, like, Abu Dhabi, and then somewhere else, and then Heathrow, then here. She'd been travelling longer than I was. First thing come out, she was going around in a tiny pair of leggings and little tops. She goes, I've no fucking clothes. They're going mental at everybody. I was like, this is a fucking shit show. There's bags everywhere around where you collect your bag. Like, literally just suitcases unclaimed for fucking days around the place. I was going around looking at them. I was that tired. I was like, I'll just give up. I'll just fill in the report and see if I get my bag back. And I did a week later. I actually got my bag back a week later. Just delivered to the
probably lucky to get your bag back.
Very lucky to get my bag back. Nightmare.
I'd say a lot of them unclaimed bags. Apparently, I seen.
Oh no, that's a long-winded story, but that's what it was like. It was all over spoiled yogurt.
It was all over the yogurt.
One good thing came out of it, actually, right?
No dry ice.
Not enough dry ice. There was some, but not enough.
Not enough.
When I was in Heathrow, we were in the security queue. Did I tell you this already? I started talking to some Olympic runner.
Right.
Yeah, it was weird, right? She was from Finland, and she was Olympic. Sweden, Finland,
same place.
The Nordics.
Different mountains.
No, but she's from Finland, right? And she was in front of me, and she had a bag, like a rucksack on, and it said like Olympics 2020. Like people can just buy bags that look like that. Do you know what I mean? And she turns to me and goes, "Security queues were not moving as well. This didn't help anybody in their connecting flights. And the one on the right was actually moving. The one we were in was not going anywhere." And she turns to me and was like, "I'm not going to do the accent. Well, I'll try." Basically, she was saying, "Is this queue moving?" She didn't speak like Miss Doubtfire, but no, she was like, "Is it that one moving? Like, is that like for people from different countries or what?" And I was like, "No, I think they're all the same. It's just that one's moving." She goes, "I'm going to jump over there." Then everyone started moving. I was like, "Fuck, I'm going there as well," just because this one was not going anywhere anytime soon. And I went over and I go, yeah, you made the right choice. And she's like, oh, yeah, definitely. She's like, my connecting flight's in like an hour. And I was like, I missed mine about 2 hours ago at this stage. Over yogurt. I started ranting then and all, right? She's like, oh my God, no way. Can't believe that's so shit. I was like, here, what story? Were you in the Olympics? Just had to straight out. Yeah, I was, yeah. She was a runner in the Olympics for... She's done like the 5K, like the cross country run and stuff like that. I was like, oh no way, that's amazing. Did you win? She said, no. I was like, oh shit. Shouldn't ask. I'm not a big enough fan to know. And then she started talking to me about she was like training to go to, she was trying to make a flight to go to wherever the World Games are on time, like the track and field World Games are on. And I was like, oh no way, that's cool. Like she was just in there talking for a bit. She was real nice. And I was just like, no way, your life's like so cool. I was like, where are you coming from? She's like, Switzerland. I was like, why were you training there? Like, she was at a training camp, but she stayed later than everybody else. I asked, you not all travel in like packs, like in like groups,
like all runners are
she's
like,
yeah,
wolves.
we do normally, but I stayed longer. And she wanted to train in the mountains for like the higher altitude, so it's really hard to train up there. But when you like run at a lower altitude, then it's easy.
You're like a fucking...
Like, oh no way, you must be going all out. Didn't get her name or nothing like that. She probably lost again. It was real nice. She was very nice, but like that was kind of a cool thing to.
Oh way.
You don't meet many Olympians on your fucking
flight that was delayed because of yogurt. Like, do you know what I mean? It's a very.
She's like, and what do you work as? I was like, look, I'm a chef. Not a very good one, but. Well, I'm getting all harsh with myself. I think I'm getting real drunk.
Fuck.
Nah, but it was good to. I was talking to her, like, her life's so different. And she was like, I'm getting on to my teammates now, telling them why I can't get here. No, she's not from Africa, but
that didn't sound African to me. It sounded a bit, you know,
on the right
Eastern
track.
Asia.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, it was good. It was like, I was a bit like
Eastern Asia.
I just keep wanting. I wanted to keep talking because I wanted to pick her brain of how like it was cool. It was interesting.
Did you bring Anne back? Did you bring Anne back from Canada?
Yeah, did yeah.
What's your
beer of the month, week, by week, by month?
Beer of the month, week.
What is it?
What have you got?
No, in fairness, I drank 2 of them over there. I was supposed to bring back 4. So I can't really remember them. I was locked when I drank them. So.
Well, okay, so we've got.
Well, you
I'll introduce it because you know this. So
I should have brought back loads of different ones, like, but they nearly didn't make it here. This was in the suitcase. These were in the suitcase.
It's lucky that we even have these. So we've got actual beer here from Canada. This made it back in this suitcase that was part of the story. It's called Sasquatch Mountain Resort Pale Ale. Which is actually the most Canadian name.
I tried to make it as like most ridiculous ones I could buy. Like
it's 4.8% Mariner Brewing. Right, that's how.
Where's it brewed? Coquitlam. It's like a city outside of Vancouver. But like, there's so many breweries over there. They almost always taste the same. To be honest with you, grab one for your next day on the mountain.
The easy drinking American Pale Ale holds some piney flavours that are perfectly balanced with citrus and passion fruit characteristics to provide you with a refreshing aroma and flavour. Refreshing, balanced, citrusy.
Grab one for your next day on the mountain.
The picture is literally Sasquatch with a pair of those 80s skiing goggles on a little like bobsled
kind of thing, like a skeleton kind of thing.
Is he like a mountain roller?
What's that underneath? Mariner Brewing as well. And
Mariner
there's like
a
dude in an astronaut. Like there's a lot going on with this can.
There's a lot going on.
But it's not even on the can. It's a sticker wrapped around the can.
Oh, it's not even. I thought it was imprinted on the can.
No, because a lot of these are like small brewing companies, so they'll just get like generic cans and put stickers on them.
Right, let's go. I'm smelling Canada.
Passion fruit and Sasquatch. It's alright. Every pale ale over there tastes like that.
Very nutty.
Yeah.
There's a nutty taste off it.
Explore territory unknown.
Is there nuts in this?
Explore territory unknown.
I'm allergic to nuts.
Yeah.
There's no ingredients on it. That makes me nervous. There's literally no ingredients on it whatsoever.
Is there not?
No.
Is there ever ingredients on beers?
Have you seen the amount of writing on that Carpacchi?
No.
There's literally like...
Well, it's different country, different laws.
There's an encyclopedia. Oh, yeah. I want to know whether I'm going to die or not.
You're not allergic to nuts. You just made that up, you prick.
Convinced myself so much that I'm allergic to nuts.
Mariner Brewing, Lansdowne Drive, Coquitlam. Lansdowne Road.
Lansdowne Road?
Lansdowne Drive. There's a place called Lansdowne in
Just a Lansdowne everywhere, man.
Return for refund where applicable. Oh, you can just bring your cans back to what's it called, BC liquor stores, and you get like 25% back on each can.
Yeah, they're starting to roll that out in Lidl's here. Where you bring your...
They don't give you vouchers back though.
No, not for
That's actually alright.
They give you cash. It is
See,
alright,
I taste that and it just tastes like every IPA I get in Vancouver. They're all very similar. Like.
It is very IPA-ish. Like, I know it is.
But for it's strong tasting, but it's actually low percentage. That's not bad.
Like 4.8 is not low. I mean, it's
if I get an IPA, it's usually like 5.8, 6%, something like that.
The strong lads.
Anyway, sure. That's all I brought you back.
Well, it's much appreciated.
Yeah, I was going to get other ones that were over there, but that one stood out. And then I kind of just I got locked on the last day and got what I got. Why can't we be friends? Do you know who's great? Who's actually great?
What do you mean?
That's not a question, but it kind of is.
Do you know who's great? That is literally a question.
It's an open-ended one.
Yeah, because it could be anybody. Can I guess?
Yeah, go on. Have one guess who I'm going to say. Try and guess who I'm going to say.
Tony Kai.
No, it's female.
Oh. It better not be fucking Melissa McCarthy or fucking Amy Schumer, man, because I hate them.
Random attack, but no. Avril Lavigne.
Okay, why?
I've been listening to loads of Avril Lavigne lately because it just came on.
First album's good.
Man, right? She's unreal.
First album's very good.
No, she's unreal, right?
No.
That's it. I'm shut down, is it?
Oh, no.
No, Avril is brilliant. Right?
State your case.
Listen to a load of her tunes now, but then you do go back to the first album. Skater Boy's an anthem. It's not just a fucking heckling tune to shout at like 15-year-old skateboarders 15 years ago or anything.
No, it is an actual
There's a story. There was a boy that met a girl, yeah.
Could I make it any more obvious?
Could you make it any more obvious? Right now, I'm not even messing. Like, I've listened to this loads lately.
Right. Are you just cooking up people's meals in the harvest listening to Skater Boy by Avril Lavigne?
Yeah, it's like not that uncommon, right? But she ended up with Skater Boy. There was a whole fucking storyline there.
Yeah. She had a problem with his baggy clothes.
You wouldn't lost it in the first place. That was it.
She had a problem with his baggy clothes. He was a punk.
She did
ballet.
I'm telling you now, man.
What more can you say, man?
No, but it got real deep. I listened to one night, it got deep. Like.
I'm
not even messing. Like,
what, you were just sitting there going, this is my life, man.
No, it was like, he was a skater boy, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, I fucking know.
I was too many cans now to fucking explain this problem.
No, tell me. I want to know. Why you think.
No, the song is a storyline, yeah?
Yeah.
And she's singing about the fucking original.
Have you listened to songs before? Like,
in
general, like songs?
Yeah, no, but this is like a real storytelling one. Like, this, I don't know how this wasn't made into a Broadway musical.
Do you feel like this is the most song that, like, the most
storytelling song I've ever heard, yeah.
Okay, right. Yeah, let's go.
So I was listening to you today walking down the road again for like the millionth time in the last week. Yeah. Right?
Could you wear a Skater Boy?
No, I'm not Skater Boy.
Oh,
you're not Skater Boy. None of us are Skater Boy, right? And Skater Boy is, I think it's a figment. First of all. Right?
Avril Lavigne's not even who she used to be.
Oh my god, she addressed that on TikTok and everything.
It wasn't even her that addressed it.
Brilliant. But, no, this is what you're not letting me get to it.
Right, go on.
There's a plot twist. It's the plot twist. She is with the baby all alone. And all of her friends, they already know. Like, that's... Right. Plot twist number one. That Avril Lavigne ends up with the Skater Boy.
And she has the baby. Not Avril Lavigne.
Not the baby.
No, not Avril Lavigne. Your one has the baby because she went fucked off skater boy, got with the person that she
And
thought
he's
she
out
should be with.
MTV, racking up MTV.
It's like the classic underdog story from America. Do you know what I mean? He's like popular girl.
That's a perfect song.
She's like, oh, you're not cool enough for me, popular girl, cheerlead and all that shit. No, she did ballet, she didn't do cheerleading, which I find a bit strange.
Yeah, but she looked down on this dude because he was a skater boy.
Yeah. And now
She was the cool one.
he's with famous chick now, and she's got that baby with no baby daddy because the baby daddy was a dickhead.
Yeah, but he wasn't.
No,
the baby he's not, skater boy's not dickhead.
No, I didn't say baby daddy's no longer around.
Yeah, he gone.
Baby daddy gone. Do you know what I mean? So
Skater boy's got layers.
like it's
listen to it again, right?
Noah has layers, like, but every song has layers.
I didn't think that did.
You could listen to it.
I'm new to the Avril Lavigne
Have
game.
you listened? I don't mean like. What about music? You're not new to the music game.
It's not the first time I've listened to a song.
It's not your first rodeo, like. Do you know what I mean?
No, but this hit me.
This is Skater Boy.
Yeah, and then I listened to all the other songs. Like Avril Lavigne, fucking.
Skater Boy hit you different in your 30s, did it?
It did. I think it's a bit of a breakdown for me. I don't know, but I finally get it.
Oh man!
Do you remember we used to skate down to town? Everyone shout "Skater Boy" at you. I was afraid to listen to that song. Now I've built up the courage. And this one goes, Avril Lavigne's a fucking storytelling genius.
Do you think that's when you hear complicated, man? It's
No, I can't listen to that anymore. All I see is a lad doing a one hand power slide on a fucking flat bank. That's all I ever think of when I hear complicated.
It's the armband for me, the unnecessarily large sweatband. That's all that.
Yeah, she's a song with Marilyn Manson's really fucking weird.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've gone deep on the Avril Lavigne buzz
Did you
lately.
ever find it mad that she was married to Derek Whibley of Sum 41, broke his heart, got married to Chad Kroeger, literally broke Derek Whibley to the point where he was like physically sick. Do you know what I mean? And she ended up being the bitch in Skater Boy. She ended up becoming that bitch. She did. She broke poor Derek Whibley's heart.
What about Chad Kroeger? They were married for 6 months or so, wasn't it?
He was like in a bed like a wibbly wobbly wonder.
No.
Too much?
Not doing it.
Too much?
You see him now.
He's full of beans. He's doing great.
Skinny.
He's skinny.
On the bag.
But he's definitely on the bag. And no, he can't. He was in rehab now. He's clean. Derek Whibley. Wibbles no more.
It's a bad name.
Whibley.
Well, no one wants to be Avril Whibley.
Yeah, Avril Kroeger is not much better. But
everyone hates Chad Kroeger.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
And people like Derek Whibley.
Yeah, it's a much of a muchness. Like, you want your second name to be Whibley or you're willing to be a Kroeger. They go back have some good tunes, man. Like, I'm going to be the first to admit it. They have some good tunes.
Yeah, no, they're just...
There's a song that I listened to for literally 4 days straight on repeat. Didn't even sleep. What's it called? I haven't listened to it since that 4 day stint.
Yeah, it's such a good song. I can't remember that. Do you know what? I don't really know any of the songs about it. I'm true with standing lines, the clubs, the camera.
You're going to tell me that you don't know how you remind me.
Yeah, that's the one that made me hate them. I think that's the one that made everybody hate them.
Yeah. It was overplayed. It was played too much.
Yeah.
And that was like their second album or
So I
something.
think it was just they were an unlikable band.
Yeah, they were, yeah.
There was nothing particularly bad about them, but they were just like, so... nothing good. What are you doing over there? Did you hear this shit? What's the flavour?
Melon berry.
Melon berry.
Melon berry.
What berry?
It doesn't specify.
Melon berry.
Melon berry. Is melon... Is
Mary Berry.
Mary Berry.
Great British Bake Off. You're in me fucking vape, pal. What is it, Dean? You don't smoke anymore, do you know?
I don't smoke anymore.
He vapes.
I vape.
He vapes. He went down.
He
He slagged me so many times. I tried to vape a few times, right? Before vaping was cool. I was on one of them ones that you used to suck the juice out and the juice used to go into your fucking mouth and all them dodgy ones.
Yeah, that's called penis.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah, that was penis,
Fuck.
mate. Yeah.
They wet it beforehand.
You know, when the way it starts off real like defunct and then it gets bigger and bigger. It's penis, mate.
I knew there was. I knew you couldn't only vape in the dark.
Yeah, no matter what your uncle says, it's okay.
Really? Amo was there too, but
Poor Poor Amo. Amo gets a hard rap.
Yeah, Amo for fucking WrestleMania, but we'll get onto that later.
We will actually. That's
yeah.
We're gonna end
so then, when did you start vaping?
I started with.
Start with.
I started vaping. The week after Father's Day. So like Father's Day 17th.
Were you guilted into it?
No, I specifically asked.
Oh, you know when Father's Day is.
I specifically, I'm a father, but I specifically asked for a vape for Father's Day. Genuinely, because
I chilled her.
No, do you know what? Yeah, well, yeah, but Amy boys obviously. But what I think happened was I had a bit of a. I don't know if we were on a session or something that week, or if I was at a different session. But I had a hard session that week. I'm pretty sure, and I woke up reevaluating life.
We all have that one.
What do you mean? I've about fucking 16 a year.
Yeah, no,
man.
I'll probably do it tomorrow.
Proper ones, like, where you're like, oh my god, what am I doing with myself?
What's the point?
What's the point of anything? So then I was like, I get a vape.
Do you know when people go, I'm never drinking again? I get this one in my head like, no, it's not even beneficial to drink again. Like if I'm at a wedding, well, I'll have a few drinks. Like I start doing this in my head, like,
yeah.
It's your birthday, yeah. Then that's it. Not touching it again for a month. 3 days later.
Happen straight on his head. I do that all the time.
Why do you think it was your chest that was?
No, it wasn't. I don't like. I've never.
It wasn't a drink or nothing. It was.
I've never felt like that. I think I just woke up and I was like, do you know what? And do you know, I miss it so much. Like I genuinely miss it. Like,
but you have to know when you want to stop.
Yeah, but I did, and this is the thing. I haven't touched a rowdy since, and I always said I'm not ready. Like I think you said to me. I think Amy said to me. I think loads of people said. Oh, why don't you?
You have to know when you're ready. And
I wasn't. I genuinely wasn't until that moment, because I was literally. I had half a pouch of Rowdies when this was bought for me, and I smoked the rest of it. So I literally went, right, I had the vape there, but I'm gonna smoke the rest of this pouch, and then that last Rowdy from that pouch will be my last smoke.
Yeah.
And that's why it took me. It bought on Father's Day, so it took me another 7 days to commit to the vape, and I haven't touched a single Rowdy since.
Does vape help? Does it actually make a difference? I don't know. I never went on the vape or nothing like.
Amy says I'm less cranky. I don't believe it.
You're a wankstein.
I am I'm a prick, so I don't believe it. I think I might have been less cranky for about a week or two, and then went straight back.
Less cranky?
Yeah, that's shocking, isn't it?
She said it worse.
No, she said I had a happier disposition. Not her words, they're mine. But
I don't know. That seems the opposite,
isn't it?
In it,
bruv.
In it. No, because when I... What way did I go off it? Did I talk about this on this? Talk about this on this? I don't think I did. I think I just went over and that was it.
Yeah.
Because I remember just one day waking up the same. I was like, oh, I can't smoke anymore. That was it. And I was like, literally, on a Sunday or something, I went somewhere. I was like, right, look, I'm having this smoke. That's it. I'm done.
Yeah.
Not smoking ever again. I haven't smoked since.
Yeah. I feel like
I just went full, like...
You went full cold turkey.
Yeah, and it was a lot... No, in fairness...
Oh, sorry. Did patches.
I did the patches for the... Like, I'd done patches before and it kept me off them for a couple of months. And I went on the patches this time. I was like, after like a week or two, I fucking was in work and they were falling off. I had to keep taking them on because sweating was in work. And I forgot about them for about 3 or 4 days and didn't even realise. I was like, oh, if I can do it for 3 or 4 days, I can do it forever. That was it. Yeah.
See, I'm at a point where...
But I'm glad that happened to me because I was nearly relying on the patches for a bit and then I realised, oh fuck, I haven't even put them on.
Well, you did it off the patches before.
Yeah, but this time was like...
That's what I've said.
This time without the... Normally when we're on the bear, even with the patch, you're like,
going first.
Something,
yeah.
you know what I mean? I was just like, nah, fuck it. Because I knew I actually wanted to stop. Whereas before, I was like, I'm not going to stop.
Yeah.
This is only a bear. This is like, I want to stop. So that's it, it's done.
I don't even know if it was I want to stop for me. I think I was just kind of like, do you know what? It's time to change something.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. But like, you get a hit off it. You get a hit off the vape. It's not the same. It's not like, and I find myself.
Well, it's just pure nicotine cravings there.
It's different because there's nicotine in that. There's 12 milligrams of nicotine in that. I tried to go to 18 milligrams. Nearly had a heart attack. So it's like smoking a fucking 3 Rottens at the same time. It's hardcore.
That makes me feel sick now just thinking
too
about
much. That. But and I think the 12 milligrams might not be enough for me. Do you know that kind of way? So there's no middle ground. There's no middle ground in between 18 and 12. It's one or the other. So when I'm getting that hit, I'm not getting that fucking addict hit.
Dirty fucking tobacco.
I'm not getting that dirty hit from it.
That's the difference, isn't it?
It is, and it's like
that's why I was like, it's one or the, like it's all or none for me. Like
I know for a fact, if I had a smoke off a rollie right now, I'd be like, it'd be like a scene from Trainspotting. Like, I swear, I'd be like.
You feel like I hit the ceiling there. Like.
I'd be sitting there and I'm seeing babies on the ceiling and I'd be like, oh my god, this is I hit the sweet spot, like.
Boy, the fucking full cigarette now or so I'll be fucking on the ground.
Oh man, but I'd love it. Out. I'd love it.
Oh stop! I'd be floating for about an hour.
And whoever, like, obviously you've done a cold turkey, so fair play to you, but it's fucking hard going, man. Like, I always thought I'll give up when I'm ready. It's not that easy to give up at all. Like, no, it's not. No.
I always say I tried it loads of times before, like I said, but what I think was in my head once I hit 30, I was like, nah.
Yeah, it's time. But you'll always miss it. That's the problem.
I'd love to see her. Like, I'm like.
But you're always.
Do you know when you're having a few beers and your face starts to get that? Oh, I need a smoke.
Do you know when
you feel the fucking?
Do you know when the biggest test for me was? And I always said it in my brain was going to be WrestleMania, right? Which was
WrestleMania.
Yeah, open your gaff. I watched WrestleMania.
Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank. Sorry, not WrestleMania.
Yeah,
Money in the
we're
Bank.
big wrestling fans again.
Money in the Bank. Watched Money in the Bank in your gaff, and
oh, you were on the vape.
I was on the vape, but your dad was smoking the roadies, and the thoughts gone through my head, man. Like, I was sitting there going, just ask Amo.
And he won't say no. He won't say no.
Amo won't try and stop me. Like, I just ask Amo for a roadie.
But that's the thing, like, if you say if you smoke, you go, I'm a bollocks now.
But my thought process on that, but that went on for the whole night. So in my head, I was saying, I'll ask him now in a minute. I'll ask him now in a minute. I'll ask him.
But you distract yourself from what you're actually there for.
But then I went the whole night without asking him. Do you know what I mean?
But it's on your head. Yeah, I've been there as well.
So then I was like, when I woke up the next morning, I was like, you didn't actually smoke rowdy.
Thank God.
And that was the biggest test.
That was the hardest one.
Because that was my first night proper drinking.
Yeah. Because we were fucking on it, yeah.
That was my first night proper drinking without smoking rowdy. And it was tough, but it happened.
Yeah.
It happened.
Mine weren't that bad for some fucking reason, I don't know, but
yeah.
It is a tough one. It is addictive.
So we had the best of intentions. We actually had like a little bit of extra stuff that we forgot about. We're not going to use it, because we'll save it for another day. We'll save the information for another day. So if you voted on the polls that we recently put up, stay tuned for your answers. We did genuinely forget about them. At the fucking end, and then you went and got sick, so you couldn't even talk about them. Oh, fuck, man. It's bad. Oh, it's very early to be getting sick. It's only fucking 8 o'clock. It's only 8 o'clock.
Warm fucking cocktail, I'll be sick any hour of the day.
I don't know about that. I love warm cocktails. No, actually, let's get into that. Dinon Higgs. I think it was alright.
Wetbrain cheese.